He punched me in the face. And it wasn't the first time. Last year he split my head open at an event, and prior to that he punched me as well and I had a black eye. I need to do this for me and my children. I need to raise awareness.
A lot of people listening will recognise that voice. It is the voice of Emma Murphy. She recorded that video 3 years ago about the domestic abuse she was suffering at the hands of her partner.
I was in a relationship for 3.5 years with a guy. We had 2 children together, and the relationship was very, very toxic, and it led to abuse within the relationship. So there was a couple of incidents, and the last incident I had been punched in the face. So I decided that enough was enough, and I left him. I posted the video, went to court, followed through, and he was convicted of assault causing harm. So that's how I became an advocate for domestic violence. It doesn't obviously start off with physical abuse. If it was to start off physical, most of us would walk away. So it would usually start off with a bit of emotional abuse, you know, trying to manipulate your partner. Then it would start off with a bit of mental abuse, name calling and so on, coercive control, and over time it gradually gets worse. I was uneducated about this until this happened, and then I went to college and I studied it, and that's totally normal and totally understandable. But people need to understand that, yeah, you don't go on date number 1 and you're going to get a punch in the face or you're going to get a slap across the head.
Then you would leave.
Of course we would. That's a complete and utter red flag. But it happens over time, and you fall for this guy, you fall in love with them. They're master manipulators, and this is how perpetrators work. They put on your weakness. We have so many supports and services out there. The problem is there's not enough funding for these resources. I firmly believe in Ireland we need centres that women and children can go to. There's counselling services, there's therapy services there, somewhere that women and children can go with their kids, away from their own house, away from their environment, and they can just go and socialise and, I suppose, be themselves. I think that's really important that we need to have in Ireland. But again, there's no funding. There's absolutely no funding, and the resources and the services that's out there are constantly battling for more and more funding.